You're gonna light up the room.
I was trying so hard not to laugh because Haley was just making funny faces, like mimicking the song, and I was like trying so hard not to make it sound.
Haley, you are a constant distraction.
So triggered. I'm quaking.
You're quaking.
I'm quaking.
Okay, our subject tonight is going to be zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
And
That was a good impression.
if you ever come after me, daughter or not, I will kick you so hard in the head. Okay.
Gosh.
I'm not going to be eaten by a zombie.
Brutal.
What'd you say?
Brutal.
Yeah. If a zombie comes after me at that point, I mean, you're not a person anymore. I have to defend myself at all costs. Okay. We'll get to all that later. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Okay.
But
So a little backstory to this episode. Haley here, you know Haley by now. She's the 13-year-old.
Yes.
She worked her butt off for like a day or two, putting together a ton of research. Aubrey's upset. Because I told him like days ago, I was like, hey, let's do our next episode on like zombies and staying alive scenario. She's so mad over there. I wish this was on video. But, zombie apocalypse
like what
scenarios.
to do in case of a zombie apocalypse.
Just, zombie survival guys, stuff like that. Literally, about 20 minutes ago, Aubrey wrote down 2 sentences, and she's had like 5 days.
But the crazy thing is she's been super excited about it the whole time. She just didn't do any research.
But Haley literally has her iPad Pro over here, and with like a whole litany. I don't even know what's on it. I don't know if it's going to be useful. I don't know. But
it's going to be very useful for
nice.
Very, very useful.
And
all of you guys
wanna
will be thanking me because if you follow this, you will.
So you're saying you're Rick?
Is that from The Walking Dead?
You've never watched The Walking Dead? Yeah,
But yes, I am Rick.
I think Haley can watch The Walking Dead no problem.
Think so?
Oh yeah.
Whenever I was like 9, I came in here while you guys were watching it, and I hated it because it was so scary.
Yeah,
But I feel
you
like I could
scary
watch
movies
it
now.
But now you watch like Supernatural and
Yeah,
like
that's way more scary.
Nah.
No,
probably
not.
Have you watched Katrina? Have you watched Supernatural? Mm-mm. See, because I don't know. Like, I don't know if she's ready.
Yeah, no, she's ready, but okay. Well, the difference is, the Walking Dead is super gory. Like,
in Supernatural, like there's one episode where there's vampires, and I've seen them decapitate people with machetes.
Yeah, but I don't think you understand.
That's
I mean,
like,
and there's like blood everywhere, and like at the beginning of 2/3 of every single one, like if you watch 3 episodes, 2 out of 3 of them at the intro will have blood like splattering on someone, something, a wall, and it's really kind of scary. But I mean,
maybe she's not ready then.
There's a difference between a little bit of blood, maybe even a lot of blood splattering, and seeing a zombie's guts get ripped out. Like legitimately, I mean, it's not legitimately. It's all like makeup and
think
fake.
I'm ready.
But it's like you see. I mean, they do a great job with like.
I mean, it looks completely real.
It's intestines and stomach, and it's so gross.
I think I'm ready.
I'm not.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why they're telling that. She's gonna have nightmares for sure.
Aubrey,
Time to binge watch The Walking Dead.
I'm never gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it till the day I die.
How do you know that?
From a zombie apocalypse.
You don't even know what you're gonna do tomorrow. Like, how do you know what you're gonna do the day you die?
I'm not gonna watch it at all.
Cool story, bruh.
So can we get into my zombie survival guide?
Hold on a second.
Okay,
We gotta warm up to this. I know you're like super excited. You put
I'm very excited.
This better be good because you've put a lot of effort into this.
Oh, it's amazing.
I think the zombie, like I was just thinking back, like when did this whole zombie thing start?
You mean culturally?
Yeah.
Zombies have been around way before even us.
Well,
like,
I know, but like the whole zombie apocalypse, like where everybody's talking, they come out with this zombie apocalypse survival guide, like book, and stuff like that. Hey, oh yeah, remember the other day when we were talking and I said something about bath salts? Mm-hmm. Want me to tell you what happened?
I don't know.
With the bath salts?
I don't get the reference.
All right. Okay. Want me to explain it to you?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. So after, it was after The Walking Dead started, and I mean, it was a couple of years ago. In Florida, there was a man on the highway eating a human. A literal human. He was eating a human. And everybody thought he was a zombie, that the zombies were real and stuff like that. He was on bath salts.
What? Okay, is bath salts? Is this something you can buy in like Target? Like
Yeah,
I don't even know what this stuff is.
Okay. Like I say, yeah, but I really don't know. But bath salts you can make in your home.
But what is it? Like,
I don't know
is it
exactly.
salt?
Maybe
I don't know what it is.
And it was kind of like a bath bomb. Like it's like something you put in your bath for like fizzy. I think like smell good stuff. You know. I mean, I don't.
There's no way.
Is it like a drug?
Yeah, he used it as a drug.
Do you eat it? Do you like? I don't understand. Like I know.
I don't know how you do it.
I've heard it a million times, but I have
Right.
no idea how you consume it.
I don't either.
Like
Maybe
what the
you
deal
put it in
is.
your bath and you sit there for like hours and then
And it soaks into your skin, and then you
Yeah.
turn into
Well,
a
I've
zombie.
done that with Epsom salt, but it just made me relax.
I mean, drugs, bro.
Yeah, I've never done drugs, so I don't know, bruh.
Done Epsom salts baths.
There's not quite a drug at all, not
It
even a
made
little
him
bit.
relaxed.
How do you know that's what drugs do, Haley? Wow.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
wow.
It's time for her to get homeschooled for sure.
Time for a freaking drug test. I
Okay.
Do you need drug counseling,
I need
Haley?
some blood.
Not blood. Don't take blood.
I need some blood,
I'm
urine,
terrified of
and
needles.
hair.
Hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell if you've done drugs within the last like 2 years.
Okay, that's fine.
Haley's like, I was like 9, man.
Anyways, so they
Here's what I was
thought that
11.
because the bath salts were, I guess, making him crazy,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and he was eating like
And
that
a
would-
homeless man.
that would be a creepy sight. Holy
Oh
cow.
my gosh,
Weird
I
stuff
couldn't
happens
imagine.
in Florida.
It's true.
The first thing I would think was, because it seems like even if you were, I know this is getting kind of gory, but even if you were like a cannibal, just to be randomly doing it on the street doesn't sound like something even a cannibal would do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like just to be on the side of the street eating it kind of like a crazed person, I would 100% be like, oh my God, zombies
It's
are
a
real.
zombie.
Zombies
Yeah,
are zombies
absolutely.
are a thing. Oh my God.
I know. I would definitely I mean, that's exactly what I thought when I was scared, legitimately scared.
There was a video?
I didn't see it. I heard about it.
Then why were you legitimately scared?
Because I heard there was a guy in Florida that was eating someone.
You know, Florida's a long ways away from Arkansas.
It doesn't take long, Adam.
People can have bath salt baths anywhere. And start
don't
eating
even-
people.
Wait, bath salt baths? I don't understand.
I mean, they put salt in their bath and they start eating people. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah, that's
I don't think that's how that
self-explanatory.
works.
They just put some table salt in their bath water and then they start eating people. I mean,
You can tell we're a drug-free family.
Yeah.
We sound like idiots when we start talking about drugs. We're like, so bath salts, you put the bath in the salt, and then you get crazy.
And then you turn into a cannibal?
that's how that works. Yes. Aubrey, do you have any
Input?
input in this?
What's that mean? I'm sorry.
Do you have
Do you have
anything
any
to put
comments?
into this?
Do you have any knowledge of zombies or any like? Okay, yeah,
Yes.
go over your notes real quick. Let's get the funny stuff out of the way.
Never mind. Okay, I actually do. Whenever we were talking about the movie Walking Dead,
It's a show.
yeah. Well,
Show.
anyway, whenever I was reading and taking notes,
Yeah.
I found some other movies of where zombies are at,
Okay.
and I wanted
You want to share that?
yeah.
Okay.
Some zombified movies.
What you got?
Okay. World War Z.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah.
So, okay, hold on. So your research is you went and wrote down a few zombie movies.
That's not it. I
Aubrey,
didn't have
you
enough.
have 2 things written on that piece of paper.
The first one is zombies written in like 0.72 font on the top of the paper.
Okay, what else you got, sis?
I forgot to move the mic. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Tooth and Nail.
Tooth and Nail. I don't think I've ever heard of that
I've
one.
never heard of that either.
Why are you smiling?
This is not research. This is like you got on IMDb and wrote down a few movies.
And the one that we just now talked about, The Walking Dead.
I've heard of World War Z.
Yeah, that's with Brad Pitt.
That's with Brad Pitt, and there's also that.
really?
That's from a book.
I've tried to watch that and I couldn't get into it.
I never tried to watch it.
So you guys are talking about zombies in real life from drugs or whatever. And then there's also Aubrey, who's talking about movies where there's zombies. Yes. So those
It's
are
still a part of zombies.
so those are fake, and that's just a misunderstanding of what that guy was doing. I can give you actual research
Information.
Yes. And I will tell you how zombies could actually become a real thing in our real lives.
Okay, before you get into that, because
Okay.
you know, I really I don't want to jump ahead and just start talking about stuff. You know, you have to break down every little thing. So, based off what you just said, let me ask you this: is there real? Aubrey, you getting tired? Says she's yawning like crazy over there.
She just yawned once. Calm down.
That's like 2 or 3 times. But do you think it's actually scientifically not like in the movies, like they can make things work scientifically, like actually scientifically possible for a super intelligent sounding for there to be an actual what we know today as zombies?
Yes.
That didn't take long for her to answer that.
I think you're full of crap.
So
I
can
do
I
too.
explain myself?
Sure,
Yes.
Okay. So there are scientists that research like stem cell research.
Do you know their names?
No, I do not know every single
You didn't
scientist's
cite these?
specific names.
You didn't cite this stuff? Gosh.
Would you get this off Wikipedia?
Okay, listen. I did not get any of my information through Wikipedia. Okay,
Because
There's
we
one
all
thing I have
know-
learned from junior high is
The-
Wikipedia is not a sufficient source.
TheWalkingDead.com.
Okay, listen. There's actual scientists that research like regenerative cells. I don't know how to say that word. Cells that regenerate.
Okay.
And they have medicine that will regenerate organs. And so they are making one where if you give it to a person, like if you give them a shot or something, and they have like just died or like died
Recently?
recently, like 6 months or something ago, it will regenerate their cells, everything but their brain. So it
No way.
yeah, so well they're working on it right now. But
Why would they work on that?
To eventually get it to their brain?
well, no, they're working on it being able to, because they've already done it for the liver, so they can regenerate a human liver, and they're working on getting
After
it to
it's
every
been
other.
dead and long gone? How?
I don't know. So, but everything they'll be able to do like regenerate everything except the brain, but the brain, it decays slowly. So if they won't be able to take back everyone, but if they try to regenerate someone that died from like liver cancer or something like that, where it was nothing wrong with their brain whenever they died, they'll be able to bring them back because
No way.
yeah, because brains decay from the outside in. So on the outside of the brain, the outside layer, it has all of the memories, emotions, logic, what makes a person a human in their brain, and then on the inside of that controls the heartbeat, the breathing, the eating, the things that make them like living.
Okay, slow down.
Okay.
What website did you get this off of?
I don't know exactly what website I got it off
This
of.
is insanity.
It's true.
No, it's not true.
It's true.
They're not going to bring... Okay, go ahead.
Why would they do that? Like
Well, okay, I could see... Okay, if you could bring back the dead, no one would even... That's not something anyone's interested in doing.
Okay, but just listen.
Okay.
So, like I said, the inside of the brain controls the heartbeat, the breathing, the eating, the stuff that makes us be able to be alive. But if you regenerate someone that died a couple days ago, the outside of their brain will already have rotted, but the inside of the brain hasn't. So they won't have any logic. They won't have any emotions. They won't have any memories of who they used to be. But they will have a heartbeat. They will know to breathe, and they will know to eat. So, So if someone, some crazy person was like mad or I don't know, some crazy person got this medicine, they could potentially create a zombie apocalypse.
Okay. Now, it's one thing to this happen in a controlled environment, a scientist or a doctor or whatever, they get together and they bring back a person. The zombie apocalypse will never happen because in order for that to
Please
happen,
explain.
I will, because in order for there to be an apocalypse, that means it has to spread. There has to be millions of them. And if you watch the movies and stuff, how do the people spread it? Like they get bit or they get scratched.
Mm-hmm.
Part of that person or part of that zombie, they bite or scratch or whatever. A living person. So how does that work?
I'm not completely sure, but I know that they will be able to I know that zombies could be real. I'm not sure how it would spread. I'm not sure how it would become an apocalypse, but I know zombies could be real in the next 10 years.
I don't know enough about it.
In the next 10 years? I mean, that's wow, Haley.
Whenever it takes them to finish medicine. I don't know how long it takes them to finish medicine.
Okay, you don't finish medicine. Like
they're
like, okay, well, there was the last piece. We're done with medicine. We're done with everything. We've explored everything in the known universe. We're done with medicine. Meanwhile, AIDS and cancer, nothing's been fixed. We're done with medicine.
They just give up.
Oh, can I say
All the scientists walk out. We're done.
Can I say
We're
something
finished.
What's up, Aubrey?
about medicines?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
oh, God.
Oh gosh.
No, it's not about my medical problems.
So you just had to add your medical problems into that?
Aubrey, here's
I
how
just
I feel
know
about that.
I just know citizen.
Okay, so let's say a mad scientist gets a hold of this, okay?
Where are you going? Get your butt back here.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so let's say a mad scientist gets their hands onto this medicine. Medicine. I did air quotes, by the way. And somehow they get it to spread, be able to spread. What do you need to be able to survive this zombie apocalypse that has just sprung out in
Nice
the
smooth
world?
segue into your next part of your presentation,
Thank
Haley.
you. So, first thing is supplies. You don't need to think about where to go yet. I will get into that. Because you don't want to try to escape your house too quickly. Okay? You want to be able to stay in with all your supplies. I'm about to list. Because people, they won't have listened to me. Okay? They won't have listened to all my tips. They won't have listened to this podcast. But if you do not want to be alone with your family inside your house, you can share this podcast and everyone will be happy inside their house until
Can I just say,
6 months.
Haley's the only reason this episode is going well. She's got actual things she's talking about.
She's completely prepared.
Yeah, we are idiots compared to what she's got going on here.
Oh, absolutely. And I've pretty much resigned myself to that every day. So
So, like I said, share this episode with your friends, your family, people at school, people at your work. If you do not want to be alone in your concrete bunker. So, everyone...
Because everyone's got one of those.
Or in your basement or in your house locked up securely without letting anyone in or out because that might spread the virus that we have not yet discovered. So...
Well, we're about to. We'll be done with medicine in 10 years.
Okay, just listen, Father. The citizens, the police, and the military will already be out with their shotguns, with all the other types of guns, trying to kill these zombies. And you do not want to be out there with open fire, okay? So you need to stay inside your house. And you need enough supplies. Enough to last your whole family. So we have a family of 4. Enough to last us for 6 months. And...
What happens after that?
Just listen. So 6 months, as if you will need everything on this list every single day. So, let's say Band-Aids, 4 Band-Aids for every single day for 9 months. And then you'll be fully prepared.
9 months or 6 months?
What?
6 months. I'm reading off of this, okay?
If
6
you're
months.
inside... Okay, hold on. Just slow down.
Okay.
Slow down.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm kind of into this.
Breathe. If you're inside of your house, not really leaving for 6 months, what on earth are you doing to need 4 Band-Aids a day?
That's the thing. You won't need 4 Band-Aids a day. But in case someone gets really, really hurt and all you have is Band-Aids, you will have enough to be prepared because you know that you will not
Miss
need 4
Smarty
Band-Aids
Pants,
a day.
Little Miss, I've done a lot of research.
Mm-hmm.
What's the number one resource that you need?
Water.
Oh, pretty good. Okay.
So you will need enough. So to have yourself fully prepared, 1 gallon of water per person per day for 3 weeks.
So no showering, pretty much.
I mean, you can shower if you want. You'll have a gallon of water per person per day. And no one drinks a gallon of water per day. But you will whenever you're dehydrated. But what else? What other supplies do you need? You need food. Like I said, enough for 6 months as if you're going to eat every day.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what you should do?
Yes.
You should stop talking like you're reading off a piece of paper and talk like a person, okay? Because I want this to be a conversation. Because okay, let's assume.
I mean, I'm giving you the full zombie.
No,
survival
I understand,
guide.
but just hold on. Let's assume for a second that what if. Let's get down to brass tacks.
I don't know
What
what
does
that
that
means,
mean?
but okay.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
What does that
Okay.
mean?
Just you get the idea.
No, I don't.
Let's get down to the small
Hey
details.
Aubrey, do
of
some
this.
research. World War Z. Thanks. Okay. I wish there was video. She gets so triggered. It's hilarious.
She's quaking.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so
my goodness gracious.
let's say there was an actual, maybe not, because it doesn't start as an apocalypse. It starts as like a single incident or a single
Injection
case.
of this shot to a dead person.
And then it starts spreading.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it's a few states over. It's all good. Okay, obviously, you can say all day long, you need water, you need food. But what's the first thing you do? Okay, because you're the expert, obviously, because you've done 2 solid days of research.
Yes.
What's the first thing you actually do? Okay, we need water. That sounds awesome, but whenever the electric company starts, they turn off the electric, the water stops, because all these places, like the water company, the electric company, the gas company, when all these people start fleeing and they stay home or they turn into zombies, whatever's going on, these places stop working.
Yep.
So what's the solution?
So the solution is something I haven't thought of. Okay, so here's what you need to do.
If you don't know, just let me take this.
Oh no, Dad, I know.
Okay.
So,
I knew that was coming.
Dad, I know the answer, but I will let you explain what you need to do to get 1 gallon of water per person per day. I'll let you explain that, even though I know the answer. But for food, I know exactly what you do.
Pediasure.
I mean, we have enough Pediasure, but does everyone have enough Pediasure?
Just for me.
Yeah, let's go and save that for Aubrey. She eats through a G2, by the way. If you're just listening to this for the first time, she eats through her belly, and
But go
And
back and
sometimes
listen.
mouth.
But go back and listen to our other
I think
episode.
it's episode 2. Yeah, because that's the one where you got really upset because we were talking about Aubrey so much.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So go back and listen to that episode if you want to hear everything about Aubrey. But for food, you are going to need seeds.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
No, you know what? No, I'm not going to let everybody else take my idea. That was me
That
that
was
said that. Nope.
Dad.
I said it to Dad. And did I? Did I say it to you, honey?
I can't remember a specific time.
We were in the car.
Katrina, listen. I have been screaming from the rooftop since day 1. It has always been my idea. If a zombie apocalypse breaks out, the very first place you go is straight to the farmer's co-op.
Adam, you know what? I want to give in to you and just let you have it because you will continue to say that it was your idea, and I don't want to keep fighting with you, but I won't do it because you are the one that comes up with everything for this whole entire family, and I had a good idea. I
gonna
had
sit there
the
and tell
best
me-
idea, and you took it, and then you somehow magically forgot that it was my idea.
You're going to tell the whole world right to their face through a microphone that... I thought that was funny. Okay.
That was hilarious, Dad. I just want to let you know. I just want to laugh.
You're going to tell the whole world to their face through a microphone that you came to me and said if a zombie apocalypse broke out, that the first place we should go is a farmer's co-op.
Yep.
You're a liar.
No, absolutely I am.
Did not happen.
Absolutely I am.
I've been-
swear on everything I
have been
am.
screaming from the rooftops for
You
years.
keep saying that. No, you haven't. No, you have not. No,
Not true.
you have not.
I agree with Mom.
Aubrey, you
Aubrey,
weren't even
you
alive
don't
whenever
even-
they talked about
why
it.
do you
Yes,
agree-
she was.
Why do you agree with something that you literally have no idea
Yeah,
about?
she doesn't. She wasn't there. But I promise you, it was my idea, without a doubt. Absolutely.
Don't try to leech onto her team because you did no research.
Yeah, seriously, Aubrey.
Okay, that part's over, so stop talking about that, please.
Or what? I'm dead meat.
Or you're.
If a zombie came and you're not listening to my zombie survival guide, you're dead meat, sir. I think everyone should listen to me right now.
Okay, so-
like I said, you need water, food, medications, tools and supplies, sanitation, hygiene, clothing, bedding, important documents such as like your birth certificate.
You do not need your birth certificate. If
Okay,
it's
maybe
freaking
you don't need
zombie
your
apocalypse.
birth certificate, but you might need an ID, because if a regular civilian asked another regular civilian what their ID was and they pulled it out, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you're not a zombie." If they
Or you could just have a conversation with
Or
them.
you look at them, and if they are acting like a zombie, that's a pretty good indication that they're a
Yeah.
zombie.
You might not need important documents, but you will need first aid supplies. And you will need all of that stuff with enough to last your family 6 months, like you need it every single day. And if you have all that stuff, like you need it 6 months for every single day, then you are ready to stay inside your house for 3 weeks, or whenever you stop hearing people scream from over wherever you are.
You know what, Katrina? I'm gonna do you.
What?
I'm gonna do you a favor.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I'm going to, because maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I just completely forgot the conversation.
Which is not impossible at all. It's more
Let's
likely.
say for a second that this was the whole
Seeds, a
seeds,
garden.
The garden. Okay, okay, but that's different from saying we should go to a farmer's co-op. Don't start exactly, because I'm going to give you as much leeway as possible. Okay.
Okay.
Did you say we need seeds and stuff, or did you say we need to go raid a farmer's co-op?
I probably said we need a garden.
See what I'm saying?
No.
I see what you're saying, Father.
No. How?
Okay,
How is that?
okay,
How is going
okay.
to a farmer's co-op and raiding a co-op better than saying we need a garden?
He's not saying it's better. He's just saying it's different.
The reason, okay, because when I said we need to go to a farmer's co-op, which I stand by, that was my idea, by the way. I tried, but I just can't. So, no, here's the deal. Because there's a way more than just seeds at a farmer's co-op. There's medicine.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the medicines that they use on whatever, cows, goats, a lot of penicillin, like a lot of the antibacterial, iodine, stuff that they use just for regular animals. It's all the same stuff you use on humans, and it'd be enough to at least, if you're out there in the wild or whatever you're doing, it would be very beneficial. But there's medicine, there's seeds for fruit and vegetables. I mean, you could literally, if you went and did a raid on a farmer's co-op and just got as much stuff as you could possibly get, that would be infinitely more beneficial to your survival than going to Walmart and grabbing all the Twinkies and stuff off the thing.
I bet there would be some people who'd be like, "We need to get the Twinkies."
Oh,
and go straight to the Twinkies.
By the way, because here's what everyone's going to do. Everyone's going to, because we live in Arkansas, there's a lot of super centers. 99% of the people, this is why I think the co-op would be such a good idea.
Do we have a co-op close to our house?
There's one in Fayetteville. Oh, but I think there's one on the way to Missouri.
There's one in Bentonville.
Is there one in Bentonville too?
The Tractor Supply.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's what's going to happen. 99.9% of the people are going to go crazy. It's going to be like Black Friday times 10 in the neighborhood market. They're going to be getting all the food,
in the
Walmarts, all the
Mm-hmm.
vegetables. But those are all things that are there, but you can't keep reproducing those things. And they're going to start throwing all the water, the bread. I mean, they're going to be fighting each other. It'll be an extremely dangerous place to be.
More people would die just being in that Walmart than people would die being in the zombie apocalypse.
There's no doubt in my mind that there would be dead bodies in the aisles.
Well, Mom, listen. Within the time frame, because within 5 minutes, maybe 100 people would die in that place because there's so many people in it. But if 5 minutes in zombie apocalypse, I bet 3 people would die.
The point is, Walmart would be a madhouse that you want to stay as far away from as possible. We go to a farmer's co-op, we start taking stuff for seeds, and we take medicine, because what we really need, the most crucial thing that you're going to need eventually, is some way to filter water. Mm-hmm. We can, if nothing else, we could probably use, I don't know.
In Trek, I learned how to make a water filter out of stuff you can find in your yard.
What kind of stuff?
So basically, you get like a 2 liter of soda,
Okay.
and then you drink all the soda.
Oh, is that something we fill with rocks?
Yeah, you fill it with like big rocks and small rocks and like pebbles, and then like really small stuff, and then on the bottom you have like a cotton t-shirt or something like that, and then you like put the thing over the thing, then you pour the water in, and we got like really, really, really gross creek water, and it came out clear.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and we made it in track. It was really cool.
So we had to go pretty soon, but here's what I want to say. If a zombie apocalypse, you still got more? Okay, well, because we're already at 30 minutes. And that was initially, 30 minutes was about our limit, so we got to move on along pretty quick. But okay, go ahead.
Okay, so where do you go in case of a zombie apocalypse?
Nana's house.
Okay.
That's where I wanted to talk about.
Okay, cool, Aubrey. You're talking about Planet Apes. Okay, so Dad, you want to go to Nana's house. My grandma's house has a big water thing. There's trees everywhere. She has a big house. Good idea, Mom. Where do you want to go in case of a zombie apocalypse?
Nana's house.
Nana's house. Okay.
Nana's house.
Okay. We're going to Captiva Island, Florida.
Oh my gosh.
And
Hey,
let
they
me
do
tell
bath
you
salts
why.
there.
Can I tell you why that's such a bad idea? Go ahead, and then I'll tell you why that's a horrible idea.
No. Okay, so here's what you need to do.
Okay.
You go to the tractor place, and then you stock up on stuff until you're literally 2 weeks away from running out of stuff. And then you go in at night or during the day, probably about noon, probably early morning. You go and you go in your car or whatever, and you drive all the way down to the coast. In the coast of Florida, you find an abandoned boat. Oh, wow. Where are you going to find that? Anywhere. And then after
There's all kinds of those laying around.
After that,
canoes sitting on top of each other.
And then we get in
After
we get in the abandoned canoe with our 60-day supply of water and seeds and us, and then we just paddle onto an island.
and then
This sounds wonderful, by the way.
it's tropical there. It's fun. But listen, let me tell you why we need to go to an island, because there's only 548 people living in the island. Okay, very small population of people. That's less people than that go to my school, and that's just 2 grades of kids. And
Probably lots of inbreeding there.
listen, there is literally no way a zombie can get there, because zombies are not gonna go to a body of water and be like, let's swim.
She's rambling. Let me get this thing back down to reality.
I promise I'm not rambling.
Oh my gosh.
So zombies are not going to be going to this island, but we are, because we have this boat that we found somewhere, and this island is 1,388 miles away.
Okay, I'm cutting you off. Okay.
No, that's
no. Listen. Okay, that's retarded. We're not gonna go. We're gonna go drive to Florida. Hope to find a boat and then travel 1,000 miles to an island. Are you out of your
It'll only take us
freaking?
11 days to get there.
Yeah, you're out of your freaking mind. Here's the reality of the situation. Here's what we could actually do. That's all fantasy stuff. Okay.
Right.
First of all, we're driving down to Florida when there's people are like fighting over simple things like fuel and stuff. Do you think you're just gonna stop at gas stations and keep on refueling on gas? That's the first issue.
We don't have to drive one car there.
And that means, we all take our own cars, the 11-year-old?
No. We take one car, we go, okay, and then our car starts running out of gas, so we get out, we get in another car, we find another one, and then we drive
just get into
that
another
one.
car and kill that family and take theirs. Yeah, this sounds super simple.
we find a dead family.
So here's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to go on the way to the farm, or on the way to your Nana's house. That's where we're going, okay? We're going to stop at a farmer's co-op, get all the seeds. We're going to go down to your Nana's house, and that day start a garden, because you can't wait, because food has to grow, right? And you start hunting for deer, because she lives out in the woods. You start living off the land immediately to stay alive.
Where are you gonna get the guns?
I have one.
You have one. How many bullets do you have?
Enough to. Okay, listen. You can.
Hey,
live.
we'll bring your dad. He can make us bullets.
Oh my gosh, is that illegal?
No, and it's true.
You can make bullets. That's not
No.
illegal.
I know
that's
he
what
can
I
make
said.
bullets, but I just don't know if it's legal or not.
Listen, we're not going to Florida, some magical island, 11 days off the
Called
coast of Florida.
Captiva Island.
Okay, I was on board about 99% of what you said. But
You
that
will
last-
be on board to my Captiva Island boat
No.
whenever
Okay, first of all,
zombies start coming out.
okay, good luck with that. When I'm throwing you over my shoulder, tossing you in the car, and we go to Nana's house. Okay, because that's the reality of the situation.
I'd probably just be crying. You probably wouldn't have days. You'd be like, Haley, come there. I'm like, okay.
All right, Haley, we're about out of time. What else you got?
So did I already say there's only 548 people
you
there?
did.
I'm running out of stuff, Dad. You're basically like saying all my stuff is the worst. So,
No, I didn't. Actually, the only thing I completely disagree with is
Where we're going.
the destination. That's just silly talk.
Well, I mean, that was about 2 hours of my research.
Oh my gosh.
To find, because okay, so here's what I did. I went on this website and it was like, go to an island. So I found the closest island to Arkansas was Captive Island, which is not the closest, but it's the least populated. So I found one that's not very populated, so there wouldn't be very many people there. That's at least populated means.
I think you would last a little while in a zombie apocalypse.
Yes, I would, because I have this list.
Until you started wanting to go to islands and stuff. I think that's where you would get derailed a
Probably
little bit.
so about 6 months when the part where you stayed in your house. And then after you
Haley
leave.
like, I lived till I was 14 and a half in the zombie apocalypse. But all right, guys, we are going to get out of here. Excuse me. Come back next time. We have some amazing content coming up. Bye.
Come on, Haley.
You're gonna light up the room. Just take a look